love waking up to the sounds of the birds.
The best part of my day was watching those birds.
And then everything changed. And then one morning I looked out the window and there was a squirrel and no birds. I keep thinking, I don't think I really appreciate them enough while they were here.
I haven't seen a single bird since.
Those squirrels are ruthless. It can't go on like this.
Would you be able to show us where the birds used to be?
Sure, I guess. So I used to stand right here and watch right from this point. Birds used to come, fly. One of them even hit the window once. That was a very sad day. Right here. It's a spot where they used to come all the time.
We heard your call.
Now we have a solution.
We
are People for the Ethical Treatment of Birds Foundation.
Hi, I'm Julian Ryder, and I hate squirrels because a couple years ago when I was at the water park with my friends and family, a squirrel chewed through the drawstring on my swimsuits, dropping my pants. I didn't want to do that. Now I have a public indecency charge that I'm never getting away with. Stay with me.
Hi, my name is Connor Graves, and I hate squirrels because when I was just 7 years old, I was without a home for 3 whole years because squirrels raised tax prices in Lufkin, Texas, and foreclosed on my parents' house where they could no longer afford payments, kicked us out of the house, and I was left on the streets for 3 whole years. So needless to say, I have a problem with squirrels.
We spent months planning the perfect method to deal with these out of control squirrels.
Let me show you. Now, what you've been waiting for.
Okay, here are our components that we decided to use. We have 2 AA batteries that power our 2 Arduino R4s, which can communicate wirelessly. We have an ultrasonic sensor, which is a distance sensor. We have a servo motor powered by each individual Arduino. And those are components that we're using in our squirrel launching project. Here is our squirrel contraption in its final form. Of course, we have our squirrel collection bucket. Now this is going to be back, all the way back down here, underneath the bird feeder. So when the squirrel climbs these 3 rocks, as you can see, this ultrasonic distance sensor, when the squirrel hops up the rocks to get into the bucket, the sensor will send a signal to the other Arduino, okay? But it will recognize if the squirrel's within 5 centimeters, it will know that. And then the bucket, as you can see, we have 2 elastic bands pulling it. And the string, we held it back around our beautiful gas tank all the way indoors. Now this is the key of the project. That Arduino will send a wireless signal over Wi-Fi to this other Arduino R4, which will then send code to the stepper motor, which will begin to spool fishing line around its this little tip there. And that will slowly close the scissors. As the line tightens, it'll close the scissors, cutting our string, launching the bucket, and the squirrel will come flying away from the bird feeder. Put my hand in front of the distance sensor like a squirrel would as he's climbing up the rocky steps.
And as you can see on our motor here, it is winding up, and if you look at our scissors, it is beginning to close down on the rope. So if you watch real closely, the scissors will cut the tension on the rope and send the squirrel flying.
And now we wait. What's that? Squirrels are in the area? We're on our way.
There's one in here, come on!
Thank you to the people for the ethical treatment of birds foundation.